Alright, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're all doing well today. I am grateful for having a day off yesterday. That was quite nice. I have to get back to the office today and back to the daily grind. But I am truly grateful for having yesterday off and for celebrating our independence here in the United States. Okay, Spirit, how do you want to do this reading today? There were a few songs that came through with this reading today. The first one was Louis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved. I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. And I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved. So apparently you had someone in your life you were getting used to having around, and they helped you get through some hard times. And then I got that Lord Huron, or whatever the name of the group is, take me back to the night we met, so I can tell myself not to go with you. In other words, I know now that you're going to hurt me. I didn't know then that you were going to hurt me. I had all of them, most of you, now none of you. I can't remember how exactly it goes. But you've realized that that was a mistake because this person has essentially done some kind of damage to you emotionally. Alright, and then I had I'm Not Broken Anymore by Blue October, Not Broken Anymore. So it definitely sounds like you had somebody in your life that was there to help you get through a tough time. And for some reason they're not there anymore. Why, I'm not sure. And then the next song says Simple Man by Leonard Skinner, and it talks about how his mama told him when he was young, come sit beside me, my only son. And she recommends that he find a good woman. You'll find love. And just don't forget, son, there's always someone up above. Okay, so those were the songs that came through. It sounds like a love reading, but kind of a sad love reading, where you're no longer with this person that you were with for whatever reason. But I'm not sure why, because it sounded like they were a good influence on you and that you all got along so well. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but something happened. Alright, what virtues are you working on?
I did not want to get up this morning. How are you?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to try.
Gentleness, patience, generosity, joy, and service. Using your hands, feet, and hearts to honor God and love others. So somehow you're serving, or someone has served you. You're learning gentleness, you're learning patience, you're learning to be generous and to be happy, to have joy, and to serve others, to give to others from a heart filled with love, using your hands, feet, and heart to honor God and love others. Alright, show me please how you're working in this collective spirit. How are you working? The Hierophant came out. Alright. And the Emperor. So you're working on an Emperor with a commitment either to a job or to someone. Somehow a marriage possibly. You're working on a higher level commitment of some sort when it comes to an older man or an Emperor. Okie dokie then. Let's find out how this happened, shall we? interesting already. The music, biscuits, butter, and blessings, Spirit said. Biscuits, butter, and blessings.
Dr. DeGraw was coming by this morning. I'll probably still be here. I'll tell you about it.
Whether you weep or groan, say this to him. The Lord speaks thus. Behold, what have I built I will break down, and that which I have planted I will pluck up. And this means the whole land, Jeremiah 45:4. Baruch, the faithful scribe of the prophet Jeremiah. If you don't know what a scribe is someone who wrote things down. And they were very careful when they wrote things that they did not have any what we call typos. They didn't have typewriters back then. They had to write things on cloth, or they had to chisel it in stone. They had different ways of writing things, but the scribe is the one who wrote things down. And so Baruch, the faithful scribe of the prophet Jeremiah, did not always have the purest of intentions in aligning himself with the weeping prophet. The prophet Jeremiah earned that title by continually weeping before God on behalf of his people, pleading with God to spare them from the dreadful judgments that were to come, judgments his people had brought upon themselves for their stubborn refusal to give up their idolatries. Baruch, who was born into a prominent family, saw the man of God soaring to greatness. In serving the prophet, he hoped to share the prophet's recognition. Instead of fame, however, Baruch shared in Jeremiah's emotional pain and distress, which is the true state of those to whom God has given a heart to prophesy to his people. Sometimes we make the same mistake as Baruch. We seek and strive to make a name for ourselves on this earth instead of simply doing what our Father in heaven has called us to do and rejoicing in God's promise of eternal life. Faith check. Baruch was only thinking about his personal ambitions. Do you seek great things for yourself? Jeremiah 45:5. Though God broke the news to Baruch that he would not have the fame or recognition he sought, he promised to protect and preserve the scribe's life wherever he went. A far better blessing considering the dangerous situation the two were always in. In the family register of glory, the smallest and the greater are written with the same pen, Charles Spurgeon. So somehow it's like somebody wants or wanted fame and recognition, but what they got were sadness instead. And Spirit is trying to teach you to serve others, to do for others, expecting nothing in return. Being gentle, being patient, being generous, and having joy while serving others. Alright, now let's see how this happened. How did this happen? Maybe the person you were with thought they were going to be famous because maybe you are somewhat famous. Maybe you're famous on social media. Alright, show me how this happened. How did this happen? May I see, please? Whoa. I'm going to take the ones that fell out. For some reason, the fact that the card is burned is standing out to me. Someone may have burned you. You know, like they may have burned you. Keep shit clean. You're hot, smart, and you have a great ass, and go on a real fucking date. So you were having to keep shit clean. Gross bathrooms and dirty floors suck. You're hot, smart, and you have a great ass, and your person is lucky, and you remind them of this. I don't think you do it intentionally. I think you just are a very attractive person. And you wanted to go on a real fucking date, smell good, and get your sexy on. So it's a Cinderella type situation where you're somebody who has to do a lot of housework, or you have to somehow keep yourself clean. You may be clean from chemicals. You're good looking, or someone is. You wanted to go on a date with this hot, smart person who has such a great ass. Alright, what was being hidden? That your friends missed your face, you were listening, and you were getting hot and sweaty. So it's like you were somehow listening to someone while you were working out. And you were realizing that your friends miss your face. Your friends miss you. And somehow you were listening. Maybe you were watching somebody on social media. You were like, my friends miss me. I miss my friends. And you realized this while you were doing your workout. Alright, what's being shown? Fuck your feelings. And love the one you're with. And, wow. So, secretly your friends miss your face and you listen. You listen to somebody secretly while you're working out. And what's being shown is fuck your feelings. You have logic for a reason. Use it. Love the one you're with. This includes you. And go solo. So it almost sounds like you have a crush on somebody and you listen to them online. They might have a blog, or they might be on television or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or one of those TikTok. You might like to listen to this person online. Or maybe you were just listening to something and you were reminiscing about how much you miss your friends or they miss you. And you were working out while you were listening to whatever you were listening to. But outwardly, you're like, I want to be alone. I'm going to love the one I'm with. If you're going to love the one you're with, how can you be alone unless it's just loving yourself? If somebody doesn't care about your feelings, this could be you. Alright, what's going to happen next? Oh, that flew out. Interrupting is for assholes. Let them finish. Somebody is going to interrupt you because they want you to cook a fucking meal and you think you have them all figured out, but you don't. So somebody is going to interrupt you while you're cooking dinner. What do we want to clarify? Why are they interrupting? Because stop trying to control everything. Let shit go. Don't be so extra. You're on the same team. Love can hurt like hell. Fuck your job. And don't let it all hang out. So it's somebody from work that you work on the same team with. And this person is trying to control you. And you're like, fuck your job. You're having an affair, it looks like, with somebody at work. And nobody knows about it. And they call you at home at night while you're cooking. That's what it looks like. This person is trying to bare their soul, and you don't want to hear it because you're like, fuck your feelings. I'm going to love the one I'm with. You might even be with someone else, but you're not with them. And sit back and relax. Oral love is in your future. So it kind of looks like you're like in a situationship where you're with somebody but you're not really with them. That kind of thing. Alright, that gave me a little bit, but it didn't really give me what I wanted. So let's see if we can find out more from the breakup deck. Solitude and a decision. So you've made a decision to love the one you're with. This includes you and to go solo. You made a decision to be alone. That's how this happened. You are also making a decision when it comes to a new love. Somebody is. You're with somebody else though, and you love this person. Oh, you have a secret love that's a new love. Good for you. Alright, show me how this happened. Remember, stop trying to control everything. Somebody was trying to control this, but somebody had forever changed their life without even trying. So somebody was forever changing your life without even trying. And you were trying to control it. Or maybe they were controlling. But it ended up being, even though this person was a little controlling, they were forever changing your life without even trying. Huh. Alright, what was being hidden? Somebody was being real stubborn when it came to you first. They're missing you, but it's like, I don't want to reconcile, I don't miss you, but your friends miss your face. So maybe you don't miss them, but they miss you. And this all came out in reverse. But it's about, let's reconcile. Somebody's missing you, but they're not missing you. You want to reconcile, but you don't want to reconcile. You know where to find me. I'm not moving. But it's in reverse, so it's like, I got to get out of here. I got to go from here. Alright, what's being shown? That this is true love. And that hasn't changed. One thing that hasn't changed is that this is true love. I think you do miss this person, and I think you do want to reconcile, but I think you're a bit stubborn. And what hasn't changed is that it's true love. You were trying to stop this person from changing your life, but they did without even trying. Alright, so what's going to happen next? You're going to apologize to this person for living a double life. That's powerful. That's beautiful. And have a commitment. So you're going to finally have a commitment with somebody. I don't know who, because you might decide, I'm sorry I lived a double life. I'm sorry I tried to have two people at once. I'm going to stay with my spouse. I'm going to end this. But let's see. Yeah, love can hurt like hell. Stop trying to control things. Stop trying to change me. You're on the same team. Love can hurt like hell. Fuck your job and don't let it all hang out. Stop trying to control me. You're changing me. And I don't want to change. This is true love. I don't want it to change. I guess. Alright, let's see if we can find out a little more about how this happened. Memories came out, but in reverse. So it's like romanticizing this. Why is nostalgia in reverse? because of the truth. Expressing truth when it came to pretending like you were not attracted to this person, but having a spark. The truth is, I'm not really attracted to you, but I have a spark. I have feelings for you. Why don't they have attraction? Oh, because they were rejected. Somebody stopped having feelings for you because you rejected them when it came to having a reunion. And they were a soul tie. Alright, what was being hidden? That somebody was confused. Their higher self was not activated. And they needed healing. So secretly you were confused. Your higher self was not activated yet. And you needed healing of your inner child. Alright, and what was being shown? That somebody needed to get rid of their ego. You had a lot of ego, a lot of vanity, a lot of pride, and you were not in your life purpose. What's going to happen next? You're going to realize you've been wearing a facade about your beliefs, that nobody's been trying to control you. What's been actually happening is you're seeing your reflection in this person, because somehow they are a mirror. You're the one who's been controlling. They weren't controlling you. You were trying to control yourself. And now you're open to receive. Now that they realize that they are the one doing the controlling, what's going to be the outcome? Right now you don't have the courage to change, but you're going to stop being so cold and detached when it comes to a contract, career, or commitment. You've been cold and detached, and you have lacked the courage to change. But that's going to stop. Why is it going to stop? Because of your spirit guides assisting Divine Masculine and helping him to be open to receive. So that there can be a wish fulfillment. Somebody's wanting this relationship to come together. I'm assuming it might be either him or Divine Feminine. That's what I'm assuming. Alright, show me how Divine Feminine feels about this. Card in the wrong deck alert. The minute you start putting your focus elsewhere, you're going to run into them. So there's a lot of chemistry here, and Divine Feminine has clarity. And she realizes, if I just stop focusing on this, eventually I'll just run right into them. Alright, what's she hiding? That she's using her intuition. She's not avoiding this. She has loyalty with this. And right now she feels like she's better off. Alright. What's being shown by Divine Feminine? Y'all, Divine Feminine is here. That's what's being shown. And she's unspoken. She has regret, lost words, and disappointment because of promises, fidelity, and commitment. Divine Feminine is here, but she's not talking about this commitment. What's going to happen next with Divine Feminine? May I say, please? You're both here. You're going to stop fantasizing and be by yourself. You're just going to stop looking at this. This is a fairy tale. This would be your ultimate wish fulfillment. But you're going to stop. You're not going to grovel, because Divine Feminines don't grovel. You have more pride than that. In this case, you have the good kind of pride where you're like, I'm not begging you to be with me. Alright, this is a very simple reading. There's a Divine Masculine and Feminine that are in separation. Somebody's a victim and they're stuck. Or they might play the victim and they're stuck. Where's Divine Masculine here? Divine Masculine is being guided to their self-worth. So, in the past, you were guided to know your worth. Beautiful. Where's Divine Feminine? They're the one who is stuck, but they're not a victim. They're stuck, but they're not a victim. Okay? What's connecting the two of you? Besides your cards keep going on the floor. Something happened last fall. What happened last fall? Why is last fall significant to this? Woo! Somebody was abandoned and they would not compromise. So what's going on recent? Last winter, somebody went in a new direction. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome of this summer? Somebody's been watching you from a fake account, ascending and learning their lessons. Now they're thinking about this. What are they thinking about? Being released. Hold on. Okay, so currently somebody wants to be released and they're settling. What do you mean they're settling? They're waiting for the right time. A lot came out. They're contemplating ending something. They're feeling the vibes of a barrier that's going to open up so they can have a commitment. Outcome of the commitment. So you're mirroring somebody that wants to return but hasn't. And Divine Feminine is here. So it's like both of you want to come back together, but you haven't. Alright, what would you say out of here, Spirit? You have stability. What else? This is protected. But you need to go slow. Why do they need to go slow? Because of an obsession in a past life love. What do you mean obsession? There's a soulmate that is obsessed with this past life love, and they watch you all the time on the computer. What's going to be the outcome of the soulmate? They're going to master a spiritual lesson and get a second chance because of being on different pages. They're mastering a spiritual lesson. There's a second chance about different pages. Clarify second chance. It has to do with regret. And what else? Passion. What are you saying? There's children in a new love. And rejection. So it looks like the soulmate's on different pages with the twin flame. They're going to have regret because they have passion with a new love and there's children involved. They're going to reject this twin flame, it looks like. What's going to happen once they get rejected? They're going to set boundaries. What else? Somebody's going to take a leap of faith towards a friendship and forgiveness with something strictly sexual. So maybe the forgiveness is that there was a relationship that was strictly sexual. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to ask what your best friend would say. And we're going to close it up because I don't think there's much else to say here. Embrace your power. You can make it through the day. That's what your best friend would say. Alright, now, I'm going to pull you a trinket. Please, Spirit. I have dream, hope, trust, love, a feather, dream again, a shell. She believed she could, so she did. Success, 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 make a wish, make a wish, make a wish. The letter L as in Linda. A horseshoe with a four-leaf clover. Some grapes, somehow grapes. A teddy bear holding a flower. An owl. A wave, a lotus flower, and a tree of life, or a family tree. Trinkets from the today, please. I have a key, a piece of sea glass, crescent moon with a fairy, a dragon, a tower, an Eiffel Tower, a music note with a skull, a lotus flower, another lotus flower. And let me just see what your higher self would say about this relationship. Divine Masculine, please. What would his higher self say? You need to listen. You have listened already and have worthiness. All right, what about feminine? Listen when it comes to your being worthy. You're manifesting, and you need to expect the unexpected and ask for guidance. Outcome of this relationship from our higher self's perspective. Outcome from our higher selves. Nature. And you are not alone. Alright, now let's put your money real quick. Money aspects of this. Somebody's growing up and you're making plans to be in leadership. You're in the media. You're a phoenix rising. You're going to go slow, and the office is going to have something. What's going on with the office? It has to do with justice, your emotions, and the way things are designed. Outcome of all of that. There's going to be a conflict when it comes to your comfort, and somebody's going to stand up for you and promote you. What's going to be the outcome of that? You're going to manage your money because you're going to have a windfall. You're going to use the scientific method with your social media. Use your voice and spell work. Outcome of the spell work, Spirit. Something temporary. You're going to make an investment. There's going to be a charity. Somebody's a workaholic. They're a student. They're going to take off and be an inspiration with activation of new gifts on the bottom of the deck. Alright, let me pull one more thing for us. May I please have some guidance from Instant Magic Oracle? Guidance, please. You are allowed to change your opinion. So if you had an opinion, you're allowed to change that if you'd like to. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope this helped you in some way. What would Divine Masculine say to Divine Feminine? I love when you fall asleep on the phone with me. What would she say to him? She would say, damn, you drive me crazy. What would he say to her? He would say, I don't trust you. And I'm empty, my feelings are all need. What would she say? She would say, I can't stand you, you drive me crazy. What did I get myself into? What else would she say? She would say, what the fuck is up with you? What would he say? Do you know who really loves you? Me, but I'd never tell you though. And I'm falling in love with you. Alright, well I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye-bye.